4, 3, 2, 1. We are live, ladies and gentlemen.
This is 2OF Entertainment.
And here we
Happy
are.
Friday!
Hey, Friday's here. Or as David likes to say, the Hollywood Friday. So hi guys, how we doing?
We're doing fine.
Look at this. Let me just do a solo here. Look at this guy, all dressed up, no place to go. Big Norway YouTube star is on our show regularly because he had a video that talked about molesting cows or something. I didn't catch the whole thing, but we're very happy he's here. So, very exciting. So
could I introduce something very important, please?
Yeah.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
Now it's spring in Europe. And the women gets wet, and the man raise his flower to the sky. All we need is love.
Ah, that's very nice.
Almost very poetic. Yeah,
that was very sweet of you to say. All we need is love. I feel like I'm a Beatle all of a sudden.
Yeah, we are. We are 69, 68, 7.
There you go. Very cool. Well, welcome to the show, guys. So Morton and I were talking in the green room, and Grandpa was changing the name of his grandpa from Norway 26 times so we can get it correct. And we're going to talk about why there is no positive news. Why is everything always negative? So who wants to kick that off?
Well, can I just center the ball over to another one, because people are becoming very negative. At once you're listening to the radio, right, or you're in the car. Hopefully you don't watch TV when you're driving. I don't know in America, but
in America we do. Yeah.
Yeah. But at TV, every stations, every news sending, it's only killing, right, the same on and on again. Why don't we just have some good news?
Because
I think the people wants it, and I bet you it will generate clicks also, clickbaits also in the newspapers.
But let me ask you this: do you think people really want positive news, or do you think people like the negative news?
I have a comment.
Yes, please.
We as a human being,
yes,
can adopt a lot of negative news, and we can think about all this fucking war going around this globe. But in the end of the day, as we say, we need more positive news. Why? Because we have to have a balance.
Right.
And this balance must be not like Norwegian television, not like CNN, not like BBC. They have to put in good stories, happy ending, and people get steady. If people get too much negative news, then they drop the channel. They don't want to see it.
Or they want it.
Yeah, they want it, because if you look at Fox News is all negative. There's no positive there at all. So, and they have millions of viewers because it's all negative. It's all what they want to hear. It's all the world's coming to an end. and the orange man's going to save you. I don't know if they do that anymore, but I mean, it's all
No.
negative. There's no positive. There's no feel good stories. I remember back in the day, they'd have like the feel good story, like, you know, a puppy, a cat, whatever it was. I don't think we have that anymore. I think we've come to a society where people don't want positive news. I think they just want all negative, which is sad.
Yeah, it's sad. It's sad, and I think you're right, and I think it's we should have a psychologist on here, but I've been reading a lot of psychology, so
Okay.
I think that the mind get used to, you know, almost anything, and
Right.
our the human society are very adaptable, and maybe someone wants us to be not to be happy. Why should we go around?
That's us at the Illuminati. We don't want you to be happy. We want you to kill yourselves.
I know.
Destroy your planet. That's our goal. So we want the negative news. But I was thinking,
I got the ring, man. I got the ring. Show me all.
I got the handshake.
Me too.
I know. There you go. But my point is that I think people, for the most part, want to be unhappy. I don't think people want to be happy. I think they want to be miserable. I think they want to have angst. There's 8 billion people on the planet.
Deep down, they want to be happy, but it's a thing. It's a thing because you get used to what you get is you know, you get used to it.
Right.
Come on. What Stephen say really is wrong. Why? Because if you look from a child's perspective,
right,
they want to be happy all the time. Okay.
Yeah.
My granddaughter is happy all the time. Why? Because I land them with all positivity, and I say to them, trust yourself, you will be a big one, no problem. And then they get confidence. And confidence is very important in our society. So let's go back to the news.
Right, but that's different than being happy. Kids are happy because kids don't know any better.
It's a part of to be happy.
They don't know anything better. Yes,
they don't know any better. That's why. Now the people in Finland apparently are the happiest people on the planet because according to the Financial Times, they take saunas all the time. So apparently, to be happy, you have to take a sauna.
Why I am the happiest man at this world.
Okay,
I can describe it
because it's the hat.
Can understand.
Smile then. Smile.
Earlier, I was a millionaire, okay?
All right.
These days, I'm poor.
Okay.
Doesn't matter at all. Doesn't matter at all. And I have to say it. When you grow up, and from the 40s years old, you begin to understand the meaning of the life, the meaning how you should adopt and share your meanings with other people and everything. Even if you are a millionaire, as I was, I go bankrupt, doesn't matter. I'm more happy today, poor, than I was when I was a millionaire. When I was a millionaire, I had a lot of friends.
Stephen,
who want me to pay for all the drink and everything. And travel. But no, I'm happy. Nobody is influenced my life.
Irvin, grandpa, listen. I think you're into something very good, interesting here, because money, without money, you're nothing. Kind of. That's what people are saying.
But that's not really true, though.
It's not
true in
really
society.
true. Because financial problems. I know people, because both me and Irvin were millionaires at the same time when we have the same company. But I know people who are struggling much more than a poor, very rich people who are losing money on the stocks or don't have as much income as they think they should have because the neighbor guy have. And that's also a financial problem. It's not only being poor.
Right.
I have an example. My other brother.
Oh, come on! Don't be too personal. Say your sister.
Okay, my other sister is very, very rich, and she have a very problem with sleeping because 9 o'clock in Norway, the stock market open in US, and she have a lot of problems because I live so much.
It's okay. It's interchangeable. It's transgender. We're good. Go ahead. So they have a lot of problems because they wake up at 9 o'clock and they're worried about the market.
But I have another positive issue to share with you.
Sure.
I look at the beautiful film yesterday.
Yeah.
It's about William Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet.
Okay.
And I had to investigate that because I found out Juliet was born 700 years ago. And of course, the same with Romeo. But
still living, I hope.
They come on, Morten. They have this balcony.
Yeah, they have a balcony.
All the people in who visit Verona, they hang up post-it with love and everything.
That's correct.
And that's a beautiful example for a great poet from England who can really find a story, and it's a real story, and they have this balcony. People can go out and people can see really love, and you can see I have a note there as well, and I like that because this is a free place. It's a free place. There you can share your love. Isn't that fantastic?
Okay.
But
to say exactly.
He wants more love in the world.
You want the 1960s where everybody had free love and the girls in Berkeley were running naked without shirts on. Sure, I got what you want. Woodstock. I got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Free
love. Sure.
No, but it's been like that, or you know, even the cavemans, there were also cave women.
Well, sure, because you got to reproduce somehow.
Yeah, and they decided in the cave. I've read.
Okay.
It's the same story again and again, but if the man didn't come and had good news, sometimes he didn't go home. He slept in the forest.
Correct.
You know, if he didn't hunt that animal,
if he didn't bring home
whatever.
food that day, he would stay in the forest where he got the food because his wife would be mad at him.
Yeah.
So it's no different than today.
Same. It's the same.
So basically what you're saying is women haven't changed in 1 billion years. They're still bitches. Got it. All right. Got it. So there you go.
And you have to buy roses to your missus today. You don't have to do anything, but do it. Try it.
Yes, I do. Yeah. I buy for all my misses. My wife, my mistress, my girlfriend, my sugar baby. They all get flowers. Yeah, my
Helga also.
Helga gets it. Everybody gets it. Oh yeah, they all get it. Sure, it's like a huge thing. The au pair, the nanny. They all. It's like my florist bill is huge. So more than most people's rent. So yeah, that's
When I was married, I buy
Yes.
roses to my wife for 20 years or for 20 years every weekend. Every week.
Nice. Now, did your wife? Then
the
this may get
last-
too sensitive. Did you get divorced or did your wife pass?
I get divorced, but I
So
don't want
look
to
what
talk
that
about
did
it.
for you then.
But
Yeah, big
I
deal.
can tell you, Stephen.
Yeah.
After the divorce, I lived with
Right.
her for new 20 years.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's another story. Come on,
That's
Evan.
another
Don't
story,
be,
Carolyn.
don't
So
even
wait.
try to.
So now,
know.
when you were married for the first 20 and you bought roses for her every weekend, so to speak, did you buy,
Yeah.
when you got divorced, roses for her for the next 20 or no?
Of course.
Aw, 40 years of roses. Look at you. That's nice.
Of
Yeah.
course.
So, that's very nice. And did you buy them for your girlfriend and your mistress too?
No. They get
Okay,
money.
no, okay, good.
I get money. Only money.
So,
I have to be honest. I only get money. They get only money, and you know what I mean.
they only. That's why you're not a millionaire anymore. because
Come
you're
on,
not broke.
shut up, Evan.
Come on.
Are you drunk?
Correct. I'm honest
He's drunk.
guy. But I
Yeah,
have
but
another
be honest. Another place. This is a show.
I know
This
this
is a
is
show.
so.
Hey,
Therefore,
and Adam may be joining us shortly, so this will be good. This will be an interesting show. So,
I have to tell you
Good.
another issue because
yeah,
in the Nordic countries, Norway, Finland, Denmark, Iceland,
Sweden, maybe.
right.
earlier, when I was a parent, my son is now over 40 years old. I read to him. I read a lot of story. I read fairy tales. I read and put on something and redraw something when I read, and everything was good.
Right.
In Norway, it was 98% 20 years ago of parents read for the children. Now these days it's only 70%. Then
I thought you were going to say
7 of
90%
10
children.
parents,
Seven.
3 of 10 parents don't read for children. What's going on?
The
Stupidity.
children are watching the Nintendo iPad
iPad.
things.
They're on their
Yeah.
phone. They're on their iPad. They're watching. That's what the problem is. They're
Reading
they're
Nintendo.
doing all that.
But they lose
So
a lot of
Adam,
Hello guys, wait a second.
with your glasses again.
Just so you know,
I saw your
we're-
program.
we're live, pal. So we're like doing the show. So you're on.
Hi,
So
guys.
we're talking about why there's no positive news. And Grandpa from Norway was just telling us that back in his day, 70% of the cavemen and women used to read to the children. And now only 7% read. And we were discussing that it's the iPad and the iPhone that the kids are on. So the parents don't read because they don't want to be parents anymore.
correct.
They want to be, but with their own terms.
Yeah, they want the computer to do their work.
Yeah.
Look what technology did. The
Yeah.
technology
Technology did.
brought comfort, and we
Yeah.
are used to comfort now. We want to do anything that is comfortable. We avoid like Satan. I mean, anything
No.
that has to do with much work and everything.
Adam,
And okay.
Adam,
Yes.
Adam,
Yes.
it's not comfort. It's narcissism. Narcissism.
It's what?
No, it's the development of the high tech.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the result of it. Okay, they advance all the time. Okay, that's what they do.
Yeah.
Everything advances. Everything progresses in time.
Of course.
Mainly with entropy. That means we're going to chaos.
But
Thank God.
Adam, when are we going to land? Are there going to be some turbulence, or do you have everything under control?
What do you mean with the technology?
You look like a pilot.
No,
I am a
Adam
pilot.
Adam is a
Co-pilot.
superstar. If you've not watched Adam on the Eve live on Mondays or the rebroadcast on Tuesdays,
We have.
Adam now he's a superstar. He has to wear sunglasses, so when he's in public,
I wear my
now,
sunglasses at
people-
night.
Yes, you do. So in public, he can whatchamacallit. He can go, and now people have anonymity. And next week, by the way, Hoc the Show will be live at 10 o'clock on Wednesday morning, New York City time, and it'll be rebroadcasted Friday morning. So this will be a live show as of next week.
What time is it in Norway at that time?
And nobody cares. It's Norway.
But the guys are from Norway. Nobody cares
It's Norway.
except for the half of the show.
Yeah, listen, nobody cares what time it is in Norway. It's what it is. So,
It's 10 o'clock in New York. I will be in New York.
New York. Yeah.
You know, we had a prime minister, the first female prime minister in the world,
Oh,
and she said she was not good. No, she was not good. But she said it's typical good. No, it's typical Norwegian to be good.
it's typical for Norwegians to be good.
Yeah, like in sports that don't matter, you know, for example, like winter sports, skiing and stuff like that. It's
That is
it's
good. I mean, there are good people
not a
in Norway.
compliment.
There are good people in Greece. There are good people in America.
I know.
Listen,
But she
first of all,
tried
let's
to.
not get carried away. There's 25 people in Norway. The whole country. There's 25 people. So it's not like they're good. It's like there's 25 of them. They all know
There are
each other.
25 and they're all billionaires.
Yeah.
1,000 people. I count 1,000 people. And I have another issue I want to talk to you with.
Sure.
That is, if I talk to a farmer,
A farmer.
drive to a farm and I
Yeah.
talk with him. And
Yeah.
when I have a discussion with him, and the last he say, I'm just a farmer.
Okay.
He built himself down, okay? And then
Okay.
I say, yes, you're just a farmer. But remember, all the farmers in the world support us to survive. Remember that. So you are not
I
just
thought
a
it
farmer.
was whatchamacallit. I thought it was Kellogg's, Heinz,
Yeah.
and those
yeah.
companies that support us because the farmers all get paid by them now. So it's all artificial food. So
Kellogg's.
in your
Yeah.
country, it's a little different though, because you guys go farm to table.
And we also go fishing and we eat our own fish, you know.
Because your
They
fish
have
is
the
cooked in the
best
proper oil.
salmon.
Mobile,
Yeah,
Italy, Shell.
Equino.
Yep.
That's the state company, you know.
So let's discuss why there's no. We got off a little bit on track, but we were discussing why there's no positive news.
Yeah.
So Adam, you're the philosopher. Why is there no positive news? On
There
the
are.
television? Name one.
Well, I don't follow them. I'm addicted to bad news. I just want.
I like it.
You know,
That's
because-
my case.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
we're
answer.
addicted to bad news. That's why.
Right.
It's
That's
more.
what I said.
It's
Everyone's
selling
addicted to
better.
bad
It's selling
news.
better. Look,
Why not?
everything we are living now, even the communist China. Well, let's be honest. Even the
Yeah.
communists. What's going on behind you, Stephen?
You
You heard about communist China and
I heard
suddenly
about communist
fireworks
Yeah.
in his head, behind his head. Even the communist China is not communist; it's capitalist. It's a different
yeah,
form
that's
of
because-
capitalism.
That's because of Deng
Can I have to say,
Xiaoping back in the 80s.
I'm the only example in the world. Why?
Yeah.
Because I live
Only.
in the same house as my son and my all 3 granddaughters. I live
Yeah.
a perfect life, and
Okay.
I'm happy. I'm positive, and I have to say, if you follow my advice to really understand the world and be positive, and then you are really happy by your heart. And if you can give something, I do by myself without question from the neighbors. I take this post delivery cases and paint it fantastic. I pay for the paint, I pay for everything, but I want to, in the neighborhood, this should be a great example to do something. And in Norway, we have 200,000 people who work for free in sport, pick up shit from the
garden, road, yeah.
everything. So we are a kind of people.
We even have a name for it. It's called dugnad.
Yes.
What's that? The one to pick up shit?
No,
Yes.
to do things for free,
Yeah.
whatever.
My
We
question is,
go together, a group, and we do things for free.
my question
sounds
is,
like an
do you
orgy.
shit on the street?
Huh?
And we have a plan for the older people. I work with a man who is dying now. For 4 years, I visit him at the older house and take him in my car and drive him around. And he has beautiful days. I
Morten,
do everything for
You
free.
okay there, Morton?
we
It's
want you
about
here.
Poor man, he was just driven around.
When you
on.
drove him
Sorry.
around, was
Sorry,
it against
sorry,
his
sorry.
will, or did he want you to drive him around? How was that?
Yeah,
I mean, like,
yeah.
did you abduct him, or he wanted? Just wanted to make sure.
A white van.
Come on.
In a white van. Did you offer him candy?
Yes. That's
Okay, good. That's why. That's why he wanted to be driven around. I totally get it now.
Ice cream.
Ay.
A lollipop here and a lollipop there. But Adam, I've seen you with these glasses before, of course. But you look eccentric. Wow, you could be a pilot.
Yeah, you look
I am a co-pilot. You know, the AI from Microsoft. Co-pilot.
There he goes. This is going to be live next week, huh, kids? This is going to be
Even
interesting.
we don't want to be happy. We sabotage our
understand that.
lives.
okay.
We like to sabotage our
explain.
lives. We don't
I
want
can
to be
help
happy.
you,
We're
sir.
afraid
I
of
can help
happiness,
you.
maybe.
Why?
I think we are.
To be happy?
Why?
Fraud said that.
Sigmund Freud.
That
Freud.
yes,
Freud.
Sigmund Freud. But I believe more in the Swedish Anderson, who says, "Be happy. What you give to others, you will return, like yin yang. You
I
know,
agree. Yep, the yin and the yang. I agree with that 100%.
because
Or
if
you
you're
have-
giving, you can get from another. You know the thing, but fraud is not used anymore. I think he's out in.
I think he's used, but the problem is that there's
Not
so
much.
many other influencers, if you will, on YouTube and Instagram and TikTok that they all use them instead of a guy who actually had a clue. So it's like, oh, do this, don't do that, instead of like people inherently, I think, want to be happy, but people inherently don't really want it. I say that, but on the other side of the coin, I don't think they want to be happy. They listen to depressing things. They watch stupid things. There's no happy. Like, you have to make your own happiness. Like, I wake up in the morning, I'm a happy guy. Adam and I spoke about this on Monday on his show. I'm a happy guy. I wake up happy. I go to bed happy. My job during the day is to create hatred among the 8 billion people on the planet, and it makes me happy. And to make their life miserable, I'm good with that. But I go to bed happy. I'm happy, and that's the way it is. So, everybody's got their thing, and that's my thing. So,
Happy ending.
Yeah. Well, that's Asian massage parlor. Sure, I'll be there later. So,
and one more very important thing is to be patient. Why?
yes.
Because I have a cat, and I learned this cat to sit down, to give me the
food.
Food.
Yeah.
And I say, stay.
Right.
And I lay down some goodies, and I say, no, you can take it. So I use perhaps
dog.
1.5 years
The cat thinks he's a dog. Really?
Okay.
Really. And
There's nothing wrong with that.
Listen to me.
No.
This is
Well, I'm listening to you,
When
and
I-
I'll hear you later.
I'm sleeping with this cat every night.
Right.
And when he making noises to me, I'm making noises to him. Okay? So
Is that
we
illegal?
are
This-
talking together.
Okay.
And it's amazing because when I do this before I sleep, then he do the same.
Right.
And then he sleeps.
Right.
Isn't that
All right.
amazing? We have
Yeah,
connection.
but Adam knows all about this. We are so easy adaptable, us humans.
Oh yeah.
If-
Well, it will show because we've been adapting very well through our history, but our history was kind of slow. I mean,
Yeah,
not that
yeah.
slow, but
No.
it didn't change so much rapidly as it's doing now. So now it's a test for the species, and in fact, it's not actually a test; it's a transition, because we are becoming mechanical. We're becoming we're mixing organic intelligence with artificial intelligence, with technology. We're becoming more technological as a species, and it's already happening, and it's happening even with our phones. When we look, we look all the time down there. It's a mechanical movement. I wake up, and the first thing I do, I really tell you, and I'm not really proud from it, but I do it.
Yeah.
It's taking my phone and looking any messages,
Yeah.
any calls, any stuff, any and then
You are,
I don't always, open and stay. But the first thing I do, I open. This is a mechanical move.
Yeah, but you have adapted it. You didn't found this out because it made you, and the society are making us A4 human beings, doing this, doing that.
Yeah, but we allow it.
The next thing.
We get addicted to. When I smoke, I know I'm addicted to it. But
Yeah,
I
but you
still
smoke.
smoke. I know that it's bad for the health. I know all of this,
No,
but I'm
no, no,
addicted
no,
to
no,
it.
no. It's
No,
not
no.
bad.
According to Grandpa, smoking is healthy. So be watch
It's
out.
not
Yeah.
bad for your health. I can promise
It's
you.
not. So
No, Evan. We had this last time. Come on.
I know that.
It's bad for your health.
I can tell.
it's
Adam,
bad. Of course, it's bad.
Adam, sorry, you are what we call in Norway a follower. You follow.
No, not at all. Then you don't know Adam.
Let me talk Finnish, please. What he say now, he is a follower.
You're not talking Finnish. You're talking English now. If you want to talk Finnish, you have to talk the Finnish language.
Yeah, I don't speak Finnish.
But
We
he
I don't even
speak,
speak. He doesn't even
uh,
speak. We don't even speak English. So there you go.
He's a follower. Remember, Adam, you are independent. You can do whatever you want. Why should you do this, what you say?
You mean what?
I mean,
Smoking or
every
not
day
smoking?
come on.
You mean the telephone?
Listen. Yeah. Come on.
It's addiction. It's addiction.
Okay.
We are addicted in many ways.
Yeah, but when you smoke cigarettes, which is I'm assuming what you guys are smoking, and I smoke cigars. Cigars aren't addictive because there's no chemical addiction. Cigarettes have arsenic and chemicals and poison, and it's addictive. It's like crack. Cigars are like, I do my cigars a couple times a week, and if I don't do a cigar for a month, I'm okay with that. It's like I don't crave a cigar. Like I have to do a show for Saturday mornings where I have to have scotch and cigars, which is great.
Yeah, cigars, the way that you use them, it's not the same. No.
Yeah, no, cigarettes are much
Normal
different.
cigarette smoking is addiction, and it's. I have to tell you because, I have tried some drugs, not too heavy stuff, only some weed.
Right.
Me too.
There are many forms of addictions. Sex is an addiction. I'm addicted to sex in a way.
That's
Sex.
a good one.
Ooh.
That's a good one.
I don't
Right.
know. No. I don't think.
Now, when you
The first good news today.
The first good news is that we're addicted to sex. Yeah, sure.
It's not good.
It's not good.
No, it's not good.
It's
None
not
of the
good.
addictions.
Wait, I have a
good.
question though. When you say you're addicted to sex, are you addicted to sex because when your partner's around, you're having sex with her, or are you addicted to porn? There's 2 types of addiction. Which kind of addiction are they?
If you are addicted to sex, you're addicted to porn. You're addicted to
Okay.
physical sex. You're addicted. It's in your mind most of the time.
I have an issue and a
So it's
question.
not good.
Okay.
Okay, sorry.
There's no balance.
Sorry to interrupt. I have a question to you, all of
Sure. Yeah.
you. In a relation, relationship, who have the most power? Is that who have is care most or liest?
In general, or
In the you mean like between a man and a woman who has the most power?
Yep, that's correct.
Because remember, there's relationships with men and men and women and whatever. So if we're talking about a traditional man and woman relationship, I think whether the men want to admit it or not, the women have the power.
yeah,
All day long, the women have the power.
I think it depends
At-
on
at
the
home, at
situation.
home.
On
That is not correct.
it
I can
depends
tell
on.
you of a statistic. WHO have a statistic. They have 5,000 answers, and the answer was 61% of the weakness who have control of the marriage. Why? Because the man often 75% of the man is in charge of all the marriage at the earth. 75%.
In charge of what, though? In charge of what?
Excuse me?
And what are they in charge of? What's the man in charge of? Women
The
make
economy?
just as much as the men.
He's dominating.
Women make as
dominating.
much as men. Women make as much as men. Women
No.
have jobs. They're not barefoot and pregnant anymore. They have the higher education sometimes. They're lawyers. They're doctors, just like
They're
men.
doing
So
more.
what's the man? Yeah, what's the man in charge of?
Appreciate
Nothing.
that. Appreciate that.
But what's the man in charge of then?
Of their cars.
Yeah,
Yeah.
changing.
Listen, wait a minute. Let me explain about cars. 50 years ago, yes. Cars today, you can't work on a car. 50 years ago, you could work on a car. 40 years ago, you could work on a car. You can go home, honey, my car needs an oil change, a carburetor, whatever, and a guy could do it. Today, unless you have a computer and a whole bunch of other shit, your husband isn't going to fix your car because he can't. So unless you have a car from like the 1960s or 1970s that you can really play with and tinker, or the 50s, you're not fixing a car. So the men's not in charge of jack shit anymore. The women have more control, and they know it. And we as men go with it because it's just easier to get along. Now in business, I think it's a 50-50. I think, unfortunately, there's a lot of smart women out there in business that don't get the kudos they deserve because men are putting them down for whatever reason. And they go, oh, you're a woman. That's bullshit because women in certain other countries have been prime ministers, controlled armies, controlled empires. And in certain countries, like I don't want to mention one, America, we still think women should be barefoot and pregnant, being bent over the stove and fucked. I'm okay with that, by the way. However, not the barefoot and pregnant. Bending them over a stove and fucking them is fine. My thing is, though, if they want to run a company, they should run a company. If they want to run a country, they should run a country. I have no problem with any of that.
All you say, Stephen, is correct for Europe. Only
It's also
Europe.
correct for the United States.
No.
You know? Yes. The United
No,
States
you're too special in
I'm
the
too
US.
special. I ride a bus. I have
No,
a home. That's why I'm special. So-
The guys in general in US, you are too special. When you fucking like the orange man better than anyone, then the people in US are very special.
Yeah.
Oh, they're special. They all ride buses and they have helmets.
Outside you,
Right.
listen, you have to look out of the window and see what we think in Europe about US. And US, it's plastic, bombastic, and Trump and all this shit. And you don't have any control of anything.
That's true. That's true.
You are losers these days. These days,
I agree.
America is losers. Why? Because you don't have agreement between the parties, and be aware, it can be a war inside US in 5 years. Remember
5 years?
the war.
Dude, we're going to have a war after this election in November, a civil war. Are you kidding? What are you, 5 years?
kidding.
Who is going to
5
fight,
years.
I'm just
Steven?
saying, 5 years. 5 years is bullshit. We're going to have a war, and within a year, whether Trump wins or loses, his MAGNA people are going to be like, if he wins, there's a war because of that, a civil war. If he loses, there's a civil war because you're going to think they stole the election again. Right now, he's in trial for hush money and some other stuff. So unless he becomes a convicted felon where he cannot run for president, then we're fine. Then the Republicans need to come up with some other fakakta person.
When
and
the
stuff.
trial is going to end? Before
I
the
don't know.
election?
It's going on right now.
Eight weeks. Eight weeks. I heard yesterday.
So it's going to end before the elections.
Yeah, we can only hope for.
Yeah, but anyway, they told at the Norwegian news yesterday that
but
he's losing a lot because he can't have the rallies. You know.
Do you believe, Stephen, really that something's going to happen in America?
I truly believe that
who is
what's going to happen. If the Orange Man becomes president, we become 1930 Germany, and we saw how that worked well for Germany over that 10-year period, right? The problem is these people that are following him blindly did the same thing when they followed Hitler blindly, and then when everything imploded, and when everything implodes here, they're going to go, we didn't know. Really? Everybody's telling you. His Secretary of State, his Vice President have all said Trump is bad for democracy. Full stop. Done. So, yes, do I believe something will happen? Yes. If he loses, I don't know if the MAGNA people are going to start a civil war, but if he loses and we're done with it, then let's get back to where we need more than a two-party system. We need a Republican, a Democrat, and independent. We need people that, people want to vote for. And this electoral college bullshit also needs to be thrown out the window. And it needs to go back to the popular vote like the founding fathers would have wanted. You mean George Washington was the first one to say, don't follow a party, protect your country, right? They have all said this, and now we've gotten to senators and congressmen and Republican, Democrat, and all these idiots, and all they care about is their party line. They don't think, they don't do anything, and they just want to keep their job. So they're always out raising money. They're not listening. They're not thinking. They're not doing anything. So yes, America right now is a shithole. It's going to get worse if someone doesn't step up and go, I'm going to fix it and make it the way it should be again, which is really the Republic, the Constitution, and whatnot, which we're far from.
Oh,
congratulations, you got balloons.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I have a question for you, Stephen, since you're an American and we are all on USA now. What makes a man or a woman being a politician? What is the mechanism that drives people into politics before and now? There you have the answer,
Well, for you are a politician, so I'm going to put that back to you in a second. But in America, usually, I think people used to become a politician because they wanted to infect change for the better. I think now people want to be politicians so they can fuck over the American people.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think that's where it's become. I don't think people.
You think that this is their main goal?
Yes, I don't trust any politician. When I hear them speak, or if I speak to them one-on-one and I ask them a question, they're so full of shit and they're so full of themselves that they'd have no friggin' clue what's going on. I don't think that they care about America. I don't think they care about their people. They care about, will they get their job back in an election in 2 years?
Yes.
And back in the day, people would run because they thought they were affecting change. When you look at like McConnell and all these other guys that have been there for 50 years, they're done. They should retire, but they don't want to because of the power.
It's the same in Europe these days.
That's what I wanted to say. Do you think that it's only in America? Soon, in June, we will have the European elections.
Right.
And if I tell you what kind of people are running, from the parties, because the party is selecting them, you will handbagging your head all over the walls, because those are fucked up people, really. But people are going to vote for them.
Oh, of
Yeah.
course.
This is the way they get the power. They vote for them. So I always say that, at least in the West, it's the guilt of the people. It's the people's choice. Of course, the peoples will say that I have no other choice from the system, etc. Yeah, the system. This is what the system is doing. But this is in the European elections. They have brought some journalists. I mean, fucked up journalists, not journalists. A guy who is. If you look at him, you want to throw up. You want to throw up. I look at him and I want to throw up. I'm not feeling well and he's going to go there with a lot of money because the European Parliament pays a lot.
Right.
Yeah.
And then we have other journalists, we have actors. What the fuck do they have to do with politics? What are you going to do?
It's a play. It's Romeo and Juliet. It's a play.
Yeah, and then the people are going, oh, the fucking Europe, and the fucking. Well, you voted for them.
Right. Well, it's kind of like.
And they also say, the non-elected power that the European Commission has. Well, you voted for the Parliament, who actually votes for them. Finally, first of all, you don't know how it works. You have an opinion. It's what you're saying, Stephen. Often we're full of fucked up people, and it's just start.
Yeah.
They don't know how it works. They blame always the others, the system, the politics, which they vote for them.
Yeah.
So they create the system because the politicians vote for the law and everything.
After you
They should read the programs of the parties. And the parties, the programs, during the elections, before the elections, they say more or less what they want to do.
Right.
And now they won. They're doing the shit that they have on the program, but people don't like it. But you fucking vote. Why didn't you read the program?
Because
Adam, the big problem here, and everybody knows it who are very interested or has been in politics, it's the nomination process in each party. There is the bullshit. Because
there's no transparency.
It's no transparency at all.
But still, something. Now,
but my father voted for this and this party, and I have done it, and I want to do it again. Even if the leader and the leadership, because they are buying, they are gathering their own people, they don't want to have. So the leadership of the party is totally different.
Right.
They don't care.
One other thing. They're starting with brainwash in US. And Europe adopted all of it. And they are clever. They think they are clever. But what's happened in Norway, I have to tell you. We have water resource going through the turbine and make power, okay? And I can tell you, these days, we going into a deal with European country, so we export more than we can give them. So we sit down with a bill. We have
the prices go up in Norway like hell.
Everywhere you should sit.
Yeah, but if we had, we have built three different big wires out of Norway. Why? No Norwegians understand it at all.
No.
Why are we? Because we had enough power.
Yeah.
But we just wanted to be international, and that's the thing now. Let's be one country, all of us.
The funny thing is that in Spain they pay about 0.1 €1, $1, and in Norway we have to pay $0.7 for the power at the bill. So then I ask, why does, and we call it market, we call it free market, and the free market is really a scam. Why? Because all the magazines in Norway, they let it go down. So we don't have water in the magazine. And we even export as well.
This is not the Norwegian program, but power to the people.
Yeah.
Water power to the water power. Water power.
Of course.
Water power to the people.
The people have the power, but they are not using the power.
Because they're stupid.
Exactly.
The people are stupid. The people are stupid.
Exactly,
They don't
and
need
it's
to
no
know.
excuse that it's an excuse that everybody has its own life, kids and stuff.
That's
No bullshit. If you want a better future for your kids, then when there is a list and you have to vote, and you see that half of shit, take them out. Don't vote for them. Let's take the other. But people don't do it.
Right.
Don't listen to what the politicians are saying before the elections. They don't listen to anything. They don't read the programs. They're just watching TikToks and some television shows and stuff. And it's
at the end of the day, people are ostriches. They stick their head in the sand and they don't want to know. And on the other half are just inherently stupid. So what happens?
We are sheep.
Yeah, because it is stupid. Because if you only put the blame on politicians that you have voted for, saying I didn't have any choice. What the fuck you had?
Yep. Yeah, I agree.
You had. You can put in the parliament and European, the Greek, and any country better people. Yeah. I mean, look at the list. There are many candidates there.
Well, next Wednesday we should stay on this topic then, because this will be the topic, and it'll be the live show. So for people that are watching this on Friday, you can watch the rebroadcast.
Yeah,
on Friday.
please,
Wednesday,
please.
This will be
please.
live. You can add your comments in while we're talking.
And the nomination is the most important key. The nomination process. I've been in nomination process in the largest party in Norway, and I know how cruel it is. It's worse than the worst movie you ever seen. You know, it's
really
power. If it's a saying for politicians, at least in Norway. I think it's all over. You never get power. You have to take power.
I'm agreeing with you. Yeah. But earlier we always say Italy mafia, but no, Norway is mafia.
Yeah, but France. I trust in France. What are they doing in France? Yeah, they are spreading shit all over. They are standing up for each other. The only country I really have admiration for.
Very nice. All right.
I need a comment from Mr.
Adam.
Steven.
Well, me? No, I'm just listening to you guys. I think this is going to be a multi shows that we're going to be discussing this.
Almost all the shows are multi-shows, except the topics that we have in our, because I try to keep in the topic.
Yes, I know.
When I see that we're going astray.
I think discussing elections and politics next week live will be interesting, and then the rebroadcast on Friday, I think it'd be interesting to see what the fans think, if they can watch it.
Let's make a show on how to make the democracy better, to be more democratic.
This is this show, the Adhoc show.
Yeah,
that's what we're doing. We're making democracy.
Yeah.
Because I've had enough of complaining and stuff. Look, guys, if we don't really stand up, nothing's going to happen.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to happen. It's going to be worse and worse.
Yes.
Adam, which country have democracy today in the world?
Switzerland.
Excuse me?
Switzerland.
No.
Kind of. They have.
There is no perfect democracy. There is no perfect, but the best one, from as far as I know, is Switzerland. They vote locally for very important things. This is very important.
They vote in any cases, and that's nearby democracy, but
No, but even they have the cantons, they have the cities. They meet up there and
They
say
have local power. They
A
have
or
local
no.
power.
They have local power.
right.
And when you have local
it's-
power, then your vote really, really matters, because it's a matter of guys that you live together in the same village, city, and you know those guys. And it's not about 1 million people; it's about a few thousand. So your vote counts more.
Yeah.
But they have very, very important issues, and they do it very often. They vote very often.
Let's cope.
This is democracy. I mean, voting all the time to every issue that it's not every. But I was, something because we have to end. I was expecting the internet to be a tool for democracy more, but it's obvious for me that the system and those people they don't want really democracy. They want a kind of hybrid trans democracy in the name. But actually, it's dictatorship in a way, or oligarchy in a way.
Yeah.
Next show, in the next show, I can talk a bit about in Iceland. They have made this amazing program on the internet where the people can go in and vote for any cases, and the politicians have to follow what the real people who is, my municipality, who owns it.
Yeah,
The
but it's a
people.
small country. It's 300,000 people. It's easy.
Yeah,
to
but
They've got 25 people. It's not that difficult.
a municipality, a town of 100,000 is a town of 100,000 even in Egypt.
Right, but in New York City, 100,000 people was my apartment building, so it's a little different. So you gotta. It's all kind of done it's kind of done a little differently. Like 100,000 people, like in China. China has 3 billion people. 100,000 people is a city. Yeah, a city block. India is the same thing. So that's the point. It's 8 billion people on the planet with 100,000. But to your point,
in India, it's the largest now. I heard. They don't pass.
Yes.
Yeah, they got
it's first now.
Yeah, they're going to whatchamacallit. They're going to take over the world at some point.
And they take the goal from every computer, every iPhone, and make it to gold and sell it, and they live about it. Earlier, they take old Norwegian ship. Norwegian in the 50s was the largest ship nation in the world.
Right. Yep.
Now it's Greece.
Yeah.
It's not Greece. It's not country anymore. Those are individuals who have a lot of power and money, and they rule. They don't pay taxes anywhere. Actually, they have the Greek flag, but doesn't matter anything because they don't pay taxes. They own televisions, channels. They put their own. They have football teams because they know that football is in Europe. At least it's power.
Yep.
After
And football. We're talking football for the people in the United
come
States.
with the taxes, they go to Iceland, man. They go to.
They go everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
So, guys, we're going to end it here only because.
No, we can't. We 2 more hours. I just spoke with the man.
Yes, Morten. Let's take the power. We don't end here. Let's continue. Right? The people have voted to continue.
We take the power.
Yeah.
We take power.
Hey,
revolution now on the old farts. We take power.
Let's vote on it. Let's vote on it.
Yeah.
We vote on it.
Yeah.
Those Norwegians are like Greeks.
Let me, at the end of the day, just keep in mind several things. I'm the Illuminati. You're not. So next week, we're going to talk more about politics, more about the world, more what we do to take back power, and what we think is a democracy and what's not a democracy. Hopefully, Adam will be able to join us. We know Grandpa will be able to join us.
Adam, please.
They'll they'll wheel him in.
In the end, I'm very rude to you, Stephen.
Yeah.
Okay. Why? Because every
Do you want to be rude?
citizen
Yeah.
say,
Talking with Norway.
"Shut up, Morten." Every Norwegian citizen say Scotland, Scottish people, and Jude is the cheapest people in the world. And then I ask, why?
And that's how we're leaving it. Guys, we'll see you all next week. Great show.
Oh, it's a cliffhanger.
It's a cliffhanger. Don't forget, get us wherever you get your podcasts. I'm Two Old Farts Making Noises. See us here every Friday on YouTube. Don't forget the live show on Wednesdays, 10 o'clock Eastern time, and figure that out wherever you live in the world. Cheers, guys.
Thank you.